Welcome to Daxue Talks, a show powered by Daxue Consulting, a China-based strategic market research company founded in 2010.
I'm Julien. I'm the CEO of Genius Insight. We are the leader here in Asia regarding LinkedIn services. So we help our clients to get more leads and more clients through LinkedIn. And besides that, with Thomas, we also run a community here in Shanghai called LinkedIn Local Shanghai.
And I am Tamar Hella. Thank you so much for having us. I am the COO of our agency, Genius Insight. So Julien and I are business partners. I founded the chapter of LinkedIn Local Shanghai. And if anyone's not familiar with what LinkedIn Local is, it is one of the largest professional networks globally centered around LinkedIn. And it's become so large that LinkedIn started governing us last year as volunteers. So in our community, we have about 3,000 members in Shanghai. However, globally, it's in over 100 countries and 1,100 cities. So it's quite an important network globally, and it's been amazing to see how it's grown in the past 3 years.
LinkedIn's algorithm changes every few months. What do you know about the most recent update?
So regarding the recent update, definitely like the reach that we used to have before, I think it decreased a lot, unfortunately. Why? Because again, more and more people are getting active, and it's because also I think it's the effect of the pandemic, right? Why? Because anyway, everyone gets stuck at home, so obviously what you do, you spend time on social network, meaning like the people that create content are more and more important, so there is more and more competition. So yeah, it's really one of the things we have seen, and showing also that you need to be more regular in your content creation. People that used to post only once in a day is not enough. I mean, right now, next week we created a plan actually for our company. We will go through six posts today. You need to have different kind of contents, videos, meme, quotes, and I think the diversification of content again will help people to again take advantage on the LinkedIn algorithm. It's gonna what makes the difference again? What will make the difference? It's about the people that will post more rather than people that just post 3 times in a week. It's not gonna be enough anymore. Videos again are coming back well. I mean, it's true. Like the last year, the video in terms of reach was incredible. Then after it began to decrease again, and right now, okay, it's rise again. So yeah, there is more and more videos, and again for the simple reason that people on social media consume an average of 80% of their time videos. So yeah, which makes sense. And yeah, people that can use also hashtag in their posts because recently they implement depending on the hashtag you post, but you will be referred on the SEO on Google depending on the hashtag you post for your posts. So it's super powerful and super interesting. So definitely, people that know how to take advantage on the hashtag on LinkedIn will have more visibility. So yeah, it's getting more and more technical, I think, to again get an expectation to have more views. But like anything, again, it's consistency. Some posts can be great, and you might think, okay, it's gonna be great, but the result won't be that high, and other obviously is gonna work. So just like being consistent again. I mean, there is no secret. I think in social media in general, it's testing, and retesting, and just having fun, because I think social media, it's again, if we not only LinkedIn, but it's first. Having a lot of fun, and after, okay, if there is great results, I mean, that's just a plus, I think. But consistency will still be the key. Like Khalid, like it's when you see an advertising, let's say Coca-Cola, and there is a simple rule in marketing saying like, okay, you need to watch at least like 7 times an advertising before to make a decision, or if you're gonna buy or not. I mean, so this is the same on LinkedIn. I mean, like the more you're gonna post, and the more people will make a decision if they will trust you or not. That's simple.
When it comes to LinkedIn posts, what drives the most traffic? Photos, links, videos, or written posts?
First, we need to preference this with, we shouldn't focus so much on company pages. Yeah, they're great. And I love when companies have big followings. I love that they post interesting things. I will say this before I get into why it's not the best thing to focus on. I love companies, and I see a lot of interaction with the ones that use storytelling. And the story is what makes it. So it could be that they do a video, but there's storytelling in the text. It could be that there's a great visual, but again, there's storytelling in the text. Anytime you humanize a brand, that's when you have the best results. Now, I do want to go back just a little bit, because it is something that our clients ask us for at our agency, like how can we grow our company page, or some of them don't even have a company page. Actually, there's a cool little hack you can do, and it starts with the personal account. So again, we want to humanize the brand by using an employee of that company. And when they're posting, you can actually put a link to the company page like in the post, or you can put it in the comments to drive traffic. And what you want to do is you want to use a bit.ly link, so like a tracking link, and it's a shortener, to actually see how it's working. So you definitely can do that. I think it's worth it because it's good social proof. But again, I just personally wouldn't focus so much unless you're a huge brand like Coca-Cola or Nike, or like a chemical company. There's a multinational company, Gore, in the US that also has different offices and headquarters worldwide. They do a really great job of taking something we would see as boring, like chemicals and making clothes for the outer elements. Like, they do such a good job of humanizing their brand through storytelling. They'll do videos, for example, of like extreme athletes who wear their clothing for outdoor sports. Or they also did a recent story about how they were like recycling some different kind of materials, tech fabric, and using it to protect medical workers right now during the pandemic. So, those kind of things, when brands again can almost appear human, that's huge. But just remember, the company page, even though it can interact with people who are commenting, it still creates this facade of not a human. And these days, people really want a person that they can interact with, that they can feel connected to. It creates a much better feeling of rapport. And it also can increase the company's legitimacy and the company's stay power. If you have, like, let's say, the ideal situation would really be to have your whole team of employees be posting, becoming thought leaders, interacting individually with company followers and fans. That's something that if companies aren't doing this year, they're going to lose out, even big brands. So if they want to change their strategy and pivot, that's what they need to be doing right now.
LinkedIn measures impressions, clicks, shares, likes, and comments. Which of these should we pay more attention to or less attention to when expanding our LinkedIn following?
A great question, and it's something we both get quite often. I think everyone wants to find the magic hack or formula. Okay, the truth is, the only kind of thing you need to remember, first of all, is any type of interaction within the first 30 to 60 minutes of your post is what the algorithm is going to favor. But beyond that, you need to think about, this kind of phrase we call vanity metrics. oh, how many likes did you get or this and that. Well, at the end of the day, it's not so much about the likes, it's more about the comments, especially if you're sharing real value. There's a lot of garbage out there, even on LinkedIn, and there's some people who trend just to trend because they know how to push to different people and get that interaction. But the truth is, if you're trending, let's say in a hashtag, which means that you are like one of the top % out of that particular topic that people are talking about for the day. LinkedIn will tell you that you're trending. But if you're trending in a hashtag that has nothing to do with what you're selling, what your product is, what your service is, there's no point. It's garbage. So that would be definitely something that's a vanity metric and has nothing to do with your unique selling point or your value proposition. So with that in mind, I will add, if you are offering value in your posts and you have a lot of people commenting, interacting, maybe you ask someone's opinion, like people love it when you ask for their opinion. If you have those kind of commentings within the first 30 to 60 minutes, what LinkedIn does is after the first 24 hours, they'll push it to your second degree connections. So you'll be seen again, your post will be seen again. And then if those people are interacting, then after the next 24 hours, they'll push it to your third degree connections and beyond. And that's a great thing because that's how posts go viral. A lot of that kind of activity happened to some of our community members when it was coronavirus time, like intense here in China, and people, of course, were sharing their experience. So everyone was watching China. And I think it's great that they went viral because it brought some attention to their business. But in the end, they stopped being consistent with their posting, or again, they were just looking at the vanity metrics, all the likes, I have 1,500 likes. But again, did that translate into dollars? Did that translate into new clients? So when we're talking about the reactions, the comments, etc., the most important thing is, how does that translate to number figures going into your bank account? So just remember, think about the value that you're giving, the way that you're highlighting what you give as a company or as a brand, and then go from there and then get the interaction within the first 30 to 60 minutes. But other than that, if I see even 1 million likes on a post, but it has nothing to do with what that person does for business, to me, it's irrelevant because people are going to forget about you if you're not giving consistent value.
Any questions? We will find an expert to answer them. Drop your questions in the comments or send us an email, dx@daxueconsulting.com.